Dr. Dabney here, and it's that time of year. We talk about the holiday gatherings and how to increase the joy of them and decrease the stress, including how to best deal with toxic parents and in-laws without hurting your relationship with them. So I've been introducing you to some psychiatric concepts to help you with all this. And today I'm going to mostly focus on how to deal with toxic people. So I want to teach you an approach I use here in my office every single day, which is called the me, you, us approach. Okay, so the me, you, us approach is all about getting your point across, dealing with your negative emotions in a way that does not cause friction or problems. So the me part is you're talking about something subjectively. When I say me, you're talking from your own viewpoint. It's very, very important because a lot of you fall for the trap of talking about what the other person has to stop doing or change or think about or what have you. But you're not the expert on them. You are the expert on you. So that's what you want to talk about. So I feel very stressed I need to let you know it like irritates me when this gets brought up or when this happens, it makes me very scared or anxious. If this is an internal approach, and all people also confuse this with being a narcissist or all about them. Well, the you part of the me, you, us approach keeps that from being the case. Because the you part is what you think or what you've been told is their subjective viewpoint. Okay, so I don't like chocolate, so it bothers me, irritates me when we only serve chocolate cake for dessert. But I know chocolate is your favorite and you love chocolate cake. And the us part is, so what can we do about this? See, you're keeping the subjectivity there. You're talking about you, so it's very hard to argue when you say something about your feeling, right? And then the other person, you're respecting their viewpoint by putting it out there with no judgment. It's all neutral. I feel this, you feel that. And then stepping back with them and going, look, together, how can we solve this? That is the approach I teach people every single day. And the biggest caveat to that, the biggest problem that the trap people fall into instead of doing that is the number 2 concept, which is the arguing about facts. Every single person who deals with relationships has to teach people this problem. If you're being caught up in an argument that goes on and on and on or repeats over and over without any reconciliation, then that is probably what you're doing. You're arguing about facts. You don't like chocolate. How can you not like chocolate? Something's wrong. You don't like chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate, right? Or how can you like chocolate? It's ridiculous. It has calories and it's expensive. And how can you like chocolate? Yeah, so that kind of thing goes on, right? That someone's just trying to win. There's no win. There's nothing objective to use there. So that's why we stick to subjectivity in the me, you, us approach. So don't fall for the arguing about facts, even if someone starts it with you. Lastly, another way, if all else fails, have a few topics ready to go. My husband and I think of these topics on the way to any gathering. What do we want to know from these people? Truly want to know. I mean, not just making it up, but I mean, what information would I really love to learn from these people that I'm seeing tonight? That way you can just pull that sucker out whenever this problem goes south, whenever the gathering's going south and you're getting upset or they're getting upset. Hey, your trip to Italy, what happened there? I forgot that you went, but how did it go? Right? Or wait, didn't you say your kid was applying to these schools? What happened? So get the topic off to something neutral, something more enjoyable if you need to. Nothing wrong with that. And that makes for a better gathering all the way around. From my personal experience, Christmas used to be very stressful for me. Of course, my 2 boys were very into amassing expensive gifts. My husband was very invested in getting to do certain events with the kids that he couldn't do when he was working. And I did exactly what I told you not to do. So I would go right into the tradition without thinking, without using my insight to see what was not working for me. I didn't use my self-care to change that until a few years ago when I finally did do that. We had a group meeting. I was feeling stressed over the holidays. It was too much work for me to do it in this way we've been doing. But I understand that you all want something exciting and new to do. and to spend time together. So how can we solve this? Well, Daryl and I would spend our money on a trip. So we would go on a short cruise or a short stay at a hotel. That way, we boys got something that they couldn't afford and they loved. I got pampered and didn't have much work to do. And we all got to spend time together doing things we can't do when we're working in at school. So it all worked out, and that's been a real joy for us over the past few years. So if I can do it, if my patients can do it, you can do it. So I wish you luck with all that, and I wish you the happiest of holidays. And please, if you need any help, we are here, 757-340-8800.